Okay, today is the 69th stream, and I actually want to do maybe just an experiment. I want to try drawing I guess just draw the other side of this, and I want to see if I can just get it more accurately. I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's really a like I want to try just looking at the hey, hello Miss Mush. Yeah. Yeah, it's sending 3 times.
Hello.
Hold on, let me check. Um, like I don't know if it's a bug on my side. Let me try to send a message on Twitch. Test. Oh damn, yeah, it's sending 3 times. Maybe I just gotta restart. Yeah, my message is also appearing 3 times. Let me try another time. Test. Okay, it has. I fixed it. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I think now it's. I think now the bot is running correctly.
Test.
Yeah, it's finally good. Like, I just want to draw. I want to flip the figure.
Has a.
Alright, so. So, yeah, I think it's. Maybe it's a good exercise to flip the figure like this. I will also try to not look too much at the reference. Okay, how does it look? Okay, yeah. I think it's something like this. Like I've actually heard someone talking about how it's good to just copy something but to mirror it. but like it's actually super difficult. But yeah, this is also a blue archive character. And there are actually two of them, so yeah, this is also just the perfect place to do this, I guess. Wait, hold on, is this stream even public? Okay, it's public. Yeah, I forgot the name. Actually, I'm gonna
Whoa,
look it,
do they have a name?
I'm gonna look it up. Oh yeah, it's Hikari and no Nozomi. So yeah, the one on the left that's already finished. She's called Hikari, and like the one I'm drawing right now is Nozomi. Like as far as I can tell, they aren't even like characters. Like they are not playable characters. They're actually, I think, a boss in one of the events. Like that's actually pretty different from a lot of other games where like most of the popular characters are playable. Like in Blue Archive, there are just tons of non-playable characters that only appear in like one of the stories that get very popular. Yeah, I guess another consideration is that I want both of them to have kind of the same size. Yeah, like maybe that's also the difficulty with drawing multiple characters. Like when you're drawing a single character, you don't really have to worry about the size. But like when they're multiple, you kind of have to make sure that they are kind of similar in that regard. And I also find just character interactions very difficult. I guess because instead of drawing one character, you now have to draw like two.
I just searched them up and I can't wait to see them in your style, O0.
Oh, thanks for the encouragement. Although I'm still just studying right now, so I don't I don't think I really have a style. Like I'm mainly doing this for figure practice. Because I have noticed that I am just particularly weak when it comes to drawing drawing like the human body. Okay. Yeah, like it's
Me
I
too.
also have no idea
Leg muscles
about
are a mystery.
I have zero idea about muscles and stuff like that. And I think for most part maybe you don't actually need to know about like maybe for the most part you don't actually need to know because like they are covered by clothes. So you just need to be familiar with the general shape, I guess. Yeah, like I have zero idea about the legs and just about any body part, I guess. Okay, so I think the key is that it should be more diagonal. Okay, yeah. So even for this one, the leg is practically at the eye, so it should look like this. Yeah. Hey, hello, Big Z draws.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome. Oh, thank you. Although I drew the other one yesterday. Like today I'm just using it for practice. But thank you.
Those look amazing. So cute.
Well, I just drew it. Like you can check out yesterday's stream if you wanna know how I drew
How
it
did you draw those?
specifically. But like right now I'm just practicing figures. So yeah, I guess I try to not spend I will try to not spend too much time on this one. But yeah, I guess it's still just very difficult to draw the other side. Well, I am a
Is there a
beginner. I am a beginner myself, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But like I think the best is to just use reference and also know a little bit of construction. But yeah, like I feel like in drawing there is really like no easy way where you just learn one trick and you are gonna get good. Like a lot of it is actually muscle memory. So you just need to practice a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm a beginner. Like I started drawing on August
Oh, okay, lol, a beginner, more
2023.
like a pro, those are insane.
And like this channel, I also only started this channel like around 2 months ago. So I guess my channel is also pretty new. Yeah, I don't feel like 2 months is really a long time on YouTube. But I feel like my... Oh, thank you. Like, I guess this channel is mostly for me to
I'm subbing our Ren.
kind of document my drawing practice as a beginner and to also motivate me to just keep practicing every single day. I feel like daily practice is the best way to improve.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, I think for the... I think maybe the best way to actually see how well I... Hold on, what is this? Okay. So I think the best way to really see how well I did is to literally just, like, flip it
Do
horizontally.
you mind if I take a screenshot and try to draw the bod?
Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that. Although I am also using reference, so like you can just use a reference of your own. I don't think it makes a difference. But yeah, feel free to take a screenshot. I feel like it, aside from the head, the wrist actually looks exactly the same. So I think that's a good sign.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, but one thing I noticed is that the head should actually be like inclined towards this side. Yeah, I guess in response to the movement. Yeah, alright, see you.
I have to go and shower. Have a good night. Those drawings are pro.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think maybe the hair is also too, like the head is also too small. Yeah, it should be at least as big as the torso. Mm, I think maybe it's right now the torso is too big, and I guess the hips might also be a little too big. Yeah, it should be a little more like this, I guess. Oh hey, hello Geb. Yeah,
Depends on what kind of proportions you're aiming to draw.
I guess for now I just wanna draw a, like, yeah, too wide. I guess for now I just wanna replicate the same, like I want
Oh,
everything to
you
be the
meant too
same
wide.
as yesterday, but from the other side. Like the good thing about this is that I can always check if it's correct by just quickly turning. Maybe I should change the color. Yeah, I think this changing the color a little bit should make checking it a little bit easier. Okay, so I think it's accurate in many ways. But I guess yeah, I guess starting from here is kind of inaccurate. Alright. Yeah, like, I feel like using a different color helps a lot.
Yeah, I used blue too.
Alright, so I guess kind of like this. Like I feel like in practice the best way to do this is to just flip the first pose. Like if you want to do it in a real drawing, it's probably just better to flip it. Like to just copy the first one and flip. And I don't actually know what aspect of drawing this really helps improve. I guess maybe it's an upgrade from just copying a reference as it is. Alright, I guess maybe the key is to focus more on construction rather than whether it looks exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I feel like constructing the pose.
Yeah, you can check accuracy after constructing the pose.
Yeah, construction is... Yeah, maybe construction is like what I should be practicing. Like because with construction, once you know how to construct things, you can essentially just draw whatever you want.
Lol, imagine that. Uh,
Imagine that. Yeah, that sounds really. That sounds really bad.
I'm at the point where I can draw anything, but I can't draw what I want because I need to pay bills. Face purple, crying.
Like I do envy a lot, like people like you who can just draw whatever they want. Like I feel that's the whole point of learning to draw. But yeah, like ideally we should just draw exactly what we want to draw. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother with the details, since this is just about the pose. Or maybe I'm gonna...
I think if you learn to break things down into simple shapes, you'll be able to draw anything.
Yeah, true. I think... I feel like the upper body feels way too small. Maybe the legs need to be a little bit shorter. Okay. So... yeah, I guess just bring this area down a little bit. Yeah, I guess for most things. Yeah, true.
The hips might also be up too high.
Okay. But I think one of the main problem is that the head is too small compared to the left. So also gonna make the head a little bit bigger, I guess. Yeah, like that's the biggest problem with as a beginner is that I can't even really evaluate whether the proportions are correct. Like I have no intuition about this sort of things. Which is, I guess, like what I mean, a lot of things separate me from like good artists, but I think even if a good artist never studies anything, they would still have just very good intuition about proportions.
That's why you practice it, lol.
Yeah, gotta practice. Okay. I think it should be more or less accurate now. I will just try to polish it a little bit just to see what happens. Oh yeah, I've also been listening to an audiobook called The Three Body Problem. I've actually tried to read it before, but I don't know why. I just don't really have the patience to read things anymore. I remember was young, when I was younger, I used to read books all the time, but nowadays I can only listen to audiobooks. And like what I really and like surprisingly it's a science fiction written by a Chinese author. Although I read it, although I read the translation, because like honestly my Chinese is not even that good. But like what? So like this is just a sci-fi, just a sci-fi alien invasion story.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, like I feel like even though Chinese is supposed to be my mother tongue, like I'm pretty sure my Chinese is probably like elementary school level, whereas like my English and French have, I guess I just have a bigger vocabulary. And like especially in like a science fiction. Yeah, Mandarin.
Mandarin Chinese.
Like there are also a lot of like international students from China. Yeah, like I guess that's also the problem.
Can't be helped if we grew up in a country where the main language isn't our mother tongue, lol.
Yeah, like there are also a lot of international students from China at my university, but even when I talk to them, like I just prefer to talk to them in English because like yeah, honestly my Chinese is just not great. And like they can just immediately tell that like I'm not one of them. Yeah, I guess even though we belong to the same. Yeah, exactly.
Just like drawing, practice makes perfect, and if you don't use it, you lose it.
Oh, damn.
I studied French in middle school, Chinese in high school, Japanese as an adult lol.
Yeah, that like every time you learn a new language, it's just so difficult. Like I also tried I also tried to look a little bit into Japanese because like the Chinese characters and Japanese kanji are kind of similar. But I also feel like if I don't if I don't use it, it's like you said, like if I don't use Japanese, like if I don't have a necessity for it, I don't think I'm gonna really learn it. But you must be pretty good at Japanese, no? Since you have relatives in Japan. Oh yeah, also turns out there are a lot of Asians in Canada. Like the last time I checked, there are like over 20% of like Canadians are Asian. So yeah, we're literally like the biggest ethnicity, the biggest minority in Canada, I guess.
Not really, my Japanese is like the equivalent of an old Asian lady's fobby English lol.
Oh lol. Oh damn, Miss Mush. Yeah, like a lot of time when I see Asians online who also speak English, they are usually from Canada. But like that's not surprising, I guess.
But I can communicate basic JP to go around in Japan at least.
Yeah. Like even the mayor of Toronto and Vancouver are Asians.
On Congress in Vancouver,
So yeah, Asians have a lot of influence in Canada. And that's not surprising, given that there are just a lot of us here. Like I think in the US, there are actually not a lot of Asians. Yeah, like I'm kind of I also wanted to just travel to Japan, but I don't know even a single word in Japanese.
We still make up less than 10% of the population, though.
Oh yeah, I've heard that in in like California and LA there are a lot of Asians. At least like most of Asians I've seen online are from these places.
California has a lot of Asians, yeah. I'm an Asian in California, but not from the big cities.
Oh damn. But I guess there also must be like a pretty sizable amount of Asians in just in general, I guess. Because like the last time I went to the Vancouver airport, like literally everyone speaks a little bit of Chinese. Yeah, I also live in the city. I've actually never I've actually never even been to the suburb. Okay, yeah. I think this is what it should kind of look like. Oh wow, you live in places where you have to. Oh wow, that's really far away.
I think I live somewhere even further out than the boonies.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, she kind of looks like Miku.
OMG, is that Miku?
Actually, let me look up Hatsune Miku. Oh wow. Yeah, that's insane. That's super far away from most places.
The closest McDonald's is at least an hour's drive away.
Oh lol. Yeah, I think with Miku you just need to add.
H8 soon Miku.
Yeah, lol. I think maybe I could turn it into Miku with just the twin tails. Like Miku has a really, I guess Miku should have a pretty big twin tail. Yeah, let's see. Maybe it's gonna work. I mean, it will probably work. Since I think as long as I draw like a twin tail, it's gonna look like Miku. Oh yeah, there was also a song featuring Miku where she's playing Uno. Like I saw a lot of fan arts about that on Twitter, but I only got recommended the actual video like yesterday. And like the channel who makes it, yeah, like the song is not is not great, but I liked the animation, and also the channel's watermark is
Oh
literally just
yeah,
a
not into the
square.
song, but like the MV.
Yeah, and like actually I have never seen a Miku design quite like that.
Me too, lol. I just watched it today. But the song is sorta annoying TT.
Yeah, like I've never seen Miku with black eyes. I guess it's kind of unique. But I like that design though.
I've been a Miku enjoyer since Melt was released a million years ago.
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere. I think I got I think I just started listening to Vocaloid songs. And yeah, I must have listened to pretty much every every major every popular Vocaloid song by now. Like even the old ones, I have probably listened to it. Oh yeah, there was also like a character called Black Rock Black Rock Shooter. Like I at first I thought it was Miku. It was one of Miku's costumes, but turns out it's a completely different character.
Yeah, it was Hyuksok.
Oh damn. Yeah, I've never read the Steins Gate VN. I've only watched the anime. Oh, and like back when I watched it, like my computer's audio just kind of died midway. But I didn't notice that. Like my computer's microphone just died. But I thought it was because the anime just didn't have sound anymore. So like I think I watched the last 12 or so episodes of Steins Gate just without the music. It's called Photosphere, but like it's literally just a fancy
Hey,
name.
tell me the idea of the brush.
It's literally just a fancy name for like a round brush. I don't think it's too different. Like if you buy it on CSP, I think it's like 200 clippies, I believe. But right now there is also a free clippy event where if you log in every day you get a bunch of clippies. So if you really want it, I guess you can get it that way. Yeah. Like there's a daily logging event. Yeah, it kind of feels like a gacha games or
There is a
something.
login campaign on Clip right now, lol. Just like my gachas.
Lol, yeah. And like I think that's literally how my because I've played some gacha games over the years, but like at the end, just before I stop playing, I literally just log in once per day to get the daily login rewards. Like I guess just a lot of time. After a few weeks, playing gacha games just feels kind of tiring. But I still have to keep logging in every day and do my daily missions. I think the last gacha game I played for a very long time, I think I played that one for about a year, was when I was 15 years old. I was playing Azure Lane, and I guess what kept me going was the yeah, like at first I was also surprised.
Henkel.
I thought ship girls were a trademark of can call can call or Kentai collection, but like apparently Kentai collection is just a spreadsheet simulator. So apparently that game wasn't too fun. Oh, Kankole. Alright.
Kankale.
I've never played Kankole,
I prefer Kankal over
but
Azulane.
like Azur Lane's story is kind of what the fuck. Like I don't understand Azur Lane's story. Yeah, true.
Where Azulane just took the ship girl's aesthetic and went completely off the rails.
Yeah, like a lot of them don't even have really any semblance to like mecha or like ships.
Paintball is true to its concept, which I like.
Yeah, but I guess nowadays there are just a lot more new gacha games. Although just in the among the artists that I follow, I feel like it's mostly Blue Archive. And I have no idea how Blue Archive is so popular. I've played it a bit, but like I kind of still got bored. I guess after a few months. Hey, hello, a person.
Hello.
Yeah, like I just don't even play gacha games nowadays.
Blue Archive is popular because the characters are fun and interesting.
Yeah, the characters are great. Although is like the story is crazy. It's literally the one of these gameplay versus lore memes. Like I did not expect a lore like that. Like as far as I can tell, there are literally alternative dimensions and like alternative timelines and stuff like that. Yeah, like what I don't like about the gameplay is that you can't really control the characters. You just press on the abilities. So like it's just auto. I guess the term that people use for it is auto battler. Like you literally just watch the characters do things. Oh, and I guess another thing is that it's pretty resource intensive for a phone game. Like my phone battery just gets drained super quickly every time I play these modern gacha games. Yeah, like they're literally just so they take so much power to run. Yeah, that's probably why.
But most people suck at games, that's why they make auto battlers.
Yeah, and I guess it's also that uh, Blue Archive has I guess it's maybe just the first game I've seen with like faux 3D
If
models.
all the waifu gachas are eye candy, and I am super done with that stuff.
Yeah, same to be honest. Like nowadays I just prefer good gameplay. Like even games with pretty bad graphics or like super simple graphics, I feel like I still just play them if they have good gameplay. I actually don't know what makes a character look like a character. Is it the accessories? Maybe I just need to add a bunch of accessories.
I just want a decent story with more investment in the characterization plus a game that's actually challenging.
Yeah, but I guess it's also that mobile games are just in general like casual. I feel like there are less auto battling type stuff on computer games. But I think nowadays I just prefer to play games that are where where you just pay once and you get the game instead of free to play games. Yeah, I think I would rather just like a lot of the games I play nowadays are game I've bought and I've actually put just a lot of hundreds of hours into these games. Oh yeah, also like Vampire Survivor. Used to I used to hear about Vampire Survivor literally everywhere, and I also couldn't stop playing it. But I actually don't hear a lot of people talk about it anymore. I guess nowadays there is a game that's a little bit better that is called Hollow Cure, which is pretty much just VTuber Vampire Survivor. But they made like holocure is actually a pretty big improvement on Vampire Survivor. Like it's a lot more fun since you can actually create builds and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess it's also an auto battler. Oh yeah, I guess Blue Archive is also one of these better gacha games. Because I used to have played a lot of just really bad gacha games where you pretty much have to pay if you want to advance in the game. Like where it's just super difficult to get the game's premium currency, and like basically all the towers that I guess all the characters that are not obtained from the gacha are just pretty bad. Like I guess Blue Archive and Azure Lane are just two of the better games in that aspect. Because I remember like back then the reason why I stuck with Azure Lane for so long is because like the gacha system is like super generous. Like you pretty much don't you just
They
don't
want
have to
that
pay.
money.
Yeah, like I guess they are too greedy because Blue Archive and Azure Lane, even though they are just very generous with gacha polls, they still make a lot of money, I believe. So like there is really no need to make the game just super miserable for people who don't pay. Because in Azure Lane you basically poll with something called a wisdom cube. Um, but you you actually get multiple wisdom cubes literally every day. And I think at the end of the week you get like 15 or 20 something. So, and like you only need to spend one cube per pole. So it's actually just super easy to accumulate hundreds of like gacha poles, like to accumulate hundreds of cubes. So you're pretty much just guaranteed to get every character that you want. And like they actually just make the money through costumes, like through outfits. And like that's actually a good way to make money, because I believe in Fortnite they also just they also don't lock anything behind paywall. They only like they only make money through like costumes and dance moves. So like even if you don't pay, you are not really at a disadvantage. But yeah, there are also, I just realized that there are a lot of very popular games that I've never played. Like, I've never played Fortnite, even though all the Zoomers and Gen Alphas are playing it. Also, I don't even know what Gen Alphas are called, because our generation is called like Gen Z, so Zoomers, and like the really old people who are. Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals. I've heard a lot about that game.
Same.
I actually don't know if it's a good idea to entangle all these strands of hair together. I feel like maybe it's. Mm, yeah, maybe it's a little bit. Maybe it's better to actually clump them together at a certain point. Yeah, I gotta check the references. I gotta look up how Sia Muro draws it. Yeah, I think that's a way to draw the hair. But I think maybe the problem, uh, because
When I draw
you're
hair,
experienced,
I draw them in large masses, lol.
like you're experienced, so like it's not really a problem. But I think a lot of beginners, when they draw the hair in like these big masses, they just end up drawing the hair way too flat. So, and I think if I do it like that, maybe it's also gonna look too flat. Hey, hello, La Tortuga. I don't have one for the
You have
moment.
a Discord?
Yeah, I don't. For now, I don't have a Discord. Because I don't really feel like managing it. I have no fucking idea.
Test your Spanish. What does his name mean?
I'm pretty sure I have forgotten like 90% of what I've learned in school.
But
But yeah, I'm kind of curious. What does tor tortuga mean?
light bulb.
Yeah, that's true. Like I could get someone else to manage it. But I don't. I also don't know who I should give this task to. Oh lol.
The Tortuga, of course.
Oh, turtle. Tortoises.
AI.
Yeah, like right now I don't use Discord a lot, but maybe once I create a server, I'm gonna use it a bit more. But I've also seen a lot of other YouTuber servers that are just kind of dead. And I think maybe if I create a server, it's gonna be like that. Like it's just gonna be dead. But I think maybe I can create one as an experiment. Like I can always just shut it down. Maybe if it doesn't work out. Yeah, I will have to think about it. I've actually already created a server, but I haven't sent an invite to anyone yet because I'm kind of thinking about this problem.
I'm a turtle that looks like a turtle.
Oh lol. I guess if I want to organize some kind of event, I would need to have a server. But I think at least for now, just for like communication with my viewers, I can already just talk to people in the live stream chat. I guess it's also
Hooray on
because
Discord PLS.
I guess it's also because I've heard a lot of I've heard about a lot of drama that have started from huh.
I mean, I guess it's more useful if you go the content creator route.
I don't even feel like a content creator. Like I'm just someone who streams my art practice. Lol. But yeah, I think maybe like I think so far
Lol
four
the chuckle.
I think so far four people have already asked if I have a Discord. Um so yeah, this is also something I would consider. I guess it's because I've heard about there are a lot of dramas that have started on like a YouTuber's or like a streamer's Discord server. Like a lot of it is when a mod gets removed and like the mod gets really pissed and just start producing false documents and accusing like the person of like various stuff that are not true. Um, I guess that's what I'm kind of scared of, because there was actually a a VTuber called like Taiga, and just a lot of other VTubers. Yeah, I have no idea why it's always VTubers. I guess I'm not really a VTuber, but like I just feel like it's kind of crazy how these like Taiga's channel literally got removed by YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I don't take everything at face value. People talk too much BS to win people over to their side.
Yeah, I guess that's also kind of a problem. Like once you have a mod, you essentially just can't remove them anymore, because they're just gonna make a huge scene if you remove their mod privilege. And I guess this is also kind of inevitable, because I think a normal I guess person is not gonna spend an entire day moderating a Discord server. Like, yeah, recently Markiplier removed a bunch of inactive moderators from his subreddit, and that also created just a very big, I guess, drama that a lot of people have talked about. So yeah, I guess just the problem is with moderators. But like one solution to it is to use bots. But like bots also make mistakes. Yeah, that's also my opinion on it. Like, it's his
He
subreddit.
can choose to boot whomever he wants.
It's literally his subreddit. But like the Reddit mods just take it super seriously. Yeah, like some people literally make their job as a Discord moderator or like a Reddit moderator part of their identity. So in that case, you can't really remove them without them making a huge fit about it. And I guess that's what I'm kind of worried about, because I think I'm gonna need to have moderators sooner or later. Since I don't really use Discord that much. Yeah, I guess I just don't really have the resource to manage a server. I mean, I guess I'm taking.
Interesting take.
Maybe I'm taking this too seriously. Like it's just a Discord server, so who cares? But like I tend to be careful about this kind of stuff. Maybe I watch too much VTuber drama. But like that's literally what happens in a lot of cases. It's literally someone gets removed.
No good. Don't make a server lol.
Yeah, I guess I could make a server. I just don't, because a server where literally anyone can join is gonna be pretty chaotic, I guess. I think the solution a lot of like big YouTubers have is to have a member only Discord, and that would actually work because like people who pay to be in a Discord server don't want to get banned, so they are generally not. They generally don't really require moderation as compared to like just really public servers. Yeah, I guess I could create a server where like if someone asks for it, like I'm just thinking about ideas, but like if someone asks for it, I will post the link. And but like otherwise I'm just not gonna let anyone knows that this even exists. Maybe. Oh yeah, and I've also, when I was wondering about this, I also joined multiple like YouTuber discords, and like a lot of them are just kind of dead. So not a lot of people actually talk in them.
That's true.
Alright, I think I am mostly done. Yeah, maybe I will just leave it like this. Maybe just draw the eyes a little bit though. Alright, yeah, they are actually too round. So I actually gotta squish it a little bit. Oh yeah, and also back when I started drawing, I was really convinced that you have to draw the eyes a certain way. But now I have kind of realized that you can really draw the eyes however you want, as long as it looks good. Okay, I think I'm mostly done. I think it looks a little bit off from the original, but I think that's okay because the goal is not to be like exactly the same. The goal is just to have something that looks correct. So I think it actually serves the goal kind of well. Yes, so I think I will just end the stream very soon. I guess once I'm done with these fingers. Maybe just gonna move it a little bit closer. Oh yeah, also in the original they are kind of they are pointing to the side. I think I should also add that. Okay. Yeah, I think after this I'm done. Alright, just gonna merge and also change the size. Okay, it's done. Alright, I will be ending now. I will see you tomorrow. Alright, bye bye. Oh yes, see you, Onigiri. Yeah, and see you, Geb.